What's up, YouTube? So it's Face Off once again, and today I'm going to be blogging, and I'm going to be talking about my club, which is something that I don't really speak about anymore, and because it's very private to me. So I decided to, do a video on talking about, my club, which is called Societys Rejectz. And it is a auto club, social club, and social bike club. Societys Rejectz official coming out date is August 27th of 2010. However, the process of starting your own club is does take time before that. So the process was actually longer than that. It's just that that's the official coming out date. So let me give you a little bit of the background before, I start talking about my club. I used to be a hang-around for my brother's outlaw club. And I used to love that lifestyle. I thought it was amazing. I looked up to my older brother. And so I started being a hang-around in his club. However, in outlaw clubs, you can't be a rider. You have to be a lady of. So you can never really get colors, Colors are what we call our vests. Or you can never get, you have to get a lady of and colors. So I didn't want to be a lady of. I wanted to be a rider. So that's when I started my journey into wanting to be a biker. I actually took my biker's permit and passed. But during that time that I did take my biker's permit, I did meet another club, an auto club, and I joined their club. And so I kind of like forgot about taking my biker's permit because I had joined this auto club, and I was loving it at the time. I did all of their promotions. They gave me a high rank, which I loved. I was always traveling back and forth every weekend to New York, and I got to know a lot of other clubs and a lot of other people, and I got to know more and more of, I got to get more knowledge of the club life. The circuit life is what we call it. So if you're an MC, a CSC, you live a circuit life, when everyone's all together, that's the circuit. So, yeah, I was in that club for maybe about a year, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, I'm not sure. While I was in that club, I did learn a lot. However, there were ups and downs. While I was in that club, I'm not really going to get into that. The point is that, when I left that club is when I decided, well, I basically know everything there is to know. Therefore, I can do my own thing. And is when I started, my club. I actually, when I first started it, I named it Team Face Off. And of course, that was my name. So Team Face Off seemed nice to me. Team Face Off Auto Club. And I did get like car stickers and everything and put that on my car for a minute. And then, someone gave me a call, and he was like, what are you doing? Who are you trying to be? Team Face Off, that's your name. Why are you doing that? You could find a better name than that. So you're better than that, basically. So I went back to the drawing board, and there were a few names that, I wanted to do. However, Societys Rejectz was one of the names, and Society Rejectz, I preferred just because basically the reason that I thought of Society Rejectz was because a lot of people, like I have a lot of tattoos, and as you guys seen, and piercings, and I used to dye my hair pink and all kinds of colors and wear weaves and extensions and stuff like that. So Actually, that's why my name was given to me, Face Off, because all of the things that I used to do. But that's something else. So I just, I just thought of that name, and I thought it was the best name just because, sometimes society views people like me as rejects without even getting to know us or knowing anything about us. Like, me, I'm the sweetest person in the world, However, I get judged on the way that I look, and it's sad because, that's just the way society is. So the name kind of, it just stayed in my head, and I knew that that was the name to go with for the club. So I decided to name it Societys Rejectz. And so let me just show you guys my vest and what I decided to go with. I did pay a designer to do my drawings for me. I was gonna do my drawings myself. However, the designer was like, well, I can get you great ideas and you just have to pay this much for it. So, I figured let a pro do it. So I did pay for my designs. I didn't do them myself. I paid for the design. And this is what Societys Rejectz look like. And it says Societys Rejectz. And then underneath it says Bully Squad, and I'll explain that to you in a minute. But these are the faces, the guy face and the girl face. And so when a guy joins my club, he gets the guy face on his vest. If a girl joins the club, then she gets a girl's face on her vest. They don't get both faces. I have both faces because, of course, I'm the founder of the club. I am a retired founder because I have since then retired, and I'll talk about that in a few. So, the official coming out date was August 27th of 2010. It's crazy because I started the club. I lived in Pennsylvania. My members were in Delaware, and we officially came out in New York. So, yeah. Just because I was already known in New York and I would travel to New York. Everyone thought I lived in New York because they seen me every weekend, and little did they know, I traveled every weekend. And so I would travel from Pennsylvania to Delaware, pick up my members, and go straight to New York. And I would do this faithfully every weekend, and I got our name out there, and Societys Rejectz is very well known right now. So the front of my vest is my name, of course, Face Off. Over here, it used to say Founder. I did take that patch off because I am retired. I am going to get either a retired founder patch or a Mama Rejectz patch, which is what my members call me, Mama Rejectz. Over here, it says, I am my sister's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. Just because when you're in a club, your whole team is one, and you protect each other, and you have each other's backs. So we are each other's keepers. I have Puerto Rico, just because I'm Puerto Rican and I had to rep that. The HBIC, which means the head bitch in charge. Team No Sleep. Team No Sleep was a bunch of, or is a bunch of different club members that are in Team No Sleep, and basically it's just people that just basically stayed up all the time, and we're always up, and basically we didn't sleep. So Team No Sleep came about, and now you have people putting Team No Sleep everywhere. But yes, this is the official Team No Sleep patch, and if you see that patch on anybody else, you know that they're in that team, and I'm part of that. So yeah, that's as far as there. This is my support your Zulu Kings, because Zulu is a hip-hop nation, and my son is Zulu, and I have lots of Zulu friends, so I definitely support my Zulu nation. Rest in peace, Mildred. My sister passed away, my older sister passed away about 2 years ago, and I definitely had to get a patch for her. And then, of course, my name. The T patch, it's a very private patch. It's just, who we're sponsored by. so we don't really speak about the tea patch. So yeah, that's my vest. I haven't worn it in a little bit, ever since I retired. Let me speak about my retirement. I decided that, you know, I wanted to retire, and I did, you know, give the club to my national team because they were ready to run it. Let me explain the reason that I retired. I retired because the bike world, the circuit world, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's very stressful. You're responsible for all your members. You're responsible for anything and everything that happens. At the time, I had, you know, a Jersey chapter, two New York chapters, Pennsylvania chapter, and working on a Delaware chapter. And anything that happens with your members, you have to have a sit down. I found myself like being stressed a lot about other people. I found myself, you know, like having to come out of pocket for other people. I found myself not having time for my family, and it got very, very stressful for me. I started the Rejectz because I wanted to do something positive, something different, and I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to do charity events and do all kinds of events, and anytime that I would, you know, try to set something in motion, like, it would never go through. Basically it wasn't turning out to what I wanted it to be. Yes, we were known. Yes, we went to events. Yes, we won trophies. But, you know, all that didn't matter to me. You know, like, I kept none of the trophies. I let all the press and everybody keep them because that didn't matter to me. What mattered to me was doing positive things. And I knew that, you know, it was just getting too stressful for me. And right now, with my kids, we're going to the military, and I just wanted that time. I just wanted that time to be with my family, and I didn't want to have to stress, and I didn't want to, like, my phone was always constantly going off, and it was just, it just got too stressful. You know, I joined and I did it for one thing, and it turned out to be a whole nother thing. Right now, Societys Rejectz is doing great. The national team did take over the Rejectz when I retired. They do suicide awareness. They do the Ronald McDonald House. They do so many charity events, and I'm so, so proud that this is something that, you know, I had a vision and I started, and these guys, you know, are putting in their all, and, you know, giving me what I wanted, basically. Yes, they took over the club, but they have, like, everything that I visioned and everything that I wanted, they're actually bringing to light. And they're doing great. Yes, they have their ups and downs like any other club, but it was well worth it. Sorry, I thought I heard something. So I just wanted to show you the plaque that I was given when I retired. It says, "Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your dedication, vision, your leadership. Loyalty is royalty. From all the members of Society Rejectz, represent this award to Face Off 2013, because I just recently retired in May. And I can honestly say it was worth it. It was worth it, because now I'm seeing the vision that I had, and I'm very thankful to the guys, to the Rejectz.